Hi, this is Shannon Green. It is Sunday, July 23rd, 2017. Today I want to talk about the maintenance of the mind. It's a little phrase I came up with, maintenance of the mind, to kind of set our mindset where we're in a thriving mode and not just surviving. So our thoughts and our feelings are based on thriving and not just in survival mode all the time. When we get into survival mode, many times we can pick up some bad habits that numb us from actually feeling what we need to feel on a daily basis. For example, with Netflix, smartphones, iPads, all of these things entertain us. We feel this constant need to be entertained, and that really has an impact on our brain and numbing our brain so that we're not even thinking about any thoughts or feelings. And then what happened in my case, I let it fester for years and years, and then when it exploded, it was a really bad explosion. I don't recommend doing that. So these are little steps that I came up with going forward that I can do to change my situation where my mindset is about thriving, not just surviving. So many things in life we maintain. We maintain our house, our yard, our car. We're doing oil changes, tire rotations. All the time we spend on these activities, but we're not spending any time maintaining our mind, our thoughts. And many times I was a skeptic in the past when I would hear speakers talk about this or read books. I would think, who has time to do that? I'm just trying to survive here. I don't have time to do all of these things. But really, it's something you have to make time for to really build a life that's worth living. So, for example, what if we performed worry time? What if we scheduled worry time every day and we set a timer on our phone, whether it's 5 or 10 minutes, and we only worry about worry thoughts at that time, not any other part of the day, only during a scheduled worry time. What would that really look like for us? What would that free up for the rest of our day if we were able to do that and then just turn off the timer and let it go? All these things, they're not easy. Doing them for 21 days is a challenge that I'm encouraging you to do. 21 days to build a habit. So the next thing, after we talk about scheduling worry time, one of the important things would be to have a cope ahead plan. So a cope ahead plan can really help us when we're in vulnerable situations where we know we're going to be mad, sad, or anxious. Like we know we're going to be stuck in a 2-hour traffic in South Austin. A cope ahead would be to bring snacks, have water, plan ahead many times. When we're hungry and we're thirsty, we don't always make the best decisions. So the easiest cope ahead that we can start with would be to always have water with us, always have a snack. If we're going to be outside, always have sunscreen. So these are cope aheads. Those are the easy ones. The harder ones are for difficult things in our life, like, for example, a funeral. Funerals are so hard. They're one of the hardest things we have to do in our life. But what if we had a cope ahead plan before something like that happened? Are we better able to control our emotions? And everybody's different. I'm just giving you some suggestions on what might work for you. Also, in a fast-paced society where we're always multitasking, it is so hard to have time or make time to check in with yourself on a daily basis. So if you are able to check in with yourself, what that looks like is, for example, setting a timer to meditate for 15 or 20 minutes a day, setting a timer to deep breathe for 2 minutes. Most of us are really shallow breathers, so giving our bodies more oxygen and taking a few minutes for a deep breath can really, really help us process information. Sorry, I lost my computer for a minute. Also, taking a walk, a quick walk, and maybe you don't have 30 minutes or an hour to go to the gym. But what if you had maybe 2 or 3 5-minute segments a day where you could walk or do jumping jacks or push-ups, whatever it is you choose. The important part is you're getting the activity on a daily basis, not how long you're actually doing it for. So these are just examples. Like, there are some other examples where you could do hold ice in your hand if you feel like you're having a panic attack. Get up and go to a different room. Sometimes just change of scenery can help. I have to do 20 minutes of sunshine a day, or things just don't go as well. So I'm learning to start 20 minutes of sunshine in the early parts of the day and not waiting till the afternoon when I don't feel good anyway, and then try to have the energy to go outside. The last thing I will cover real quick are some quick resources, which will be in the comment section of this video. The first one would be a book by Dr. Wayne Dyer, and it is called Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. There is another book by Tara Brach. It's called Radical Acceptance. There's also some free PDFs out there on DBT Skills Training. So Marsha Linehan is the author of that and the creator of DBT Skills Training. The last one is an app on your smartphone called Calm, C-A-L-M. It has a lot of ocean waves and peaceful music. It's a good free app to kind of help reset your mind throughout the day. So the good news is you don't have to spend a lot of money on these things. We have a lot of soothing things in our house, but when we are stressed, we forget to go smell a lavender candle, or take a bubble bath, or write in a gratitude journal, or do an adult coloring book. These are things we forget when we're in a very stressful situation, or we're tired, or whatever the vulnerable state is. So having these things all together in an easy place. One of my next videos, I'll have a self-soothe box where you'll have some of these go-to favorites on hand, so that if you are having a panic attack or you're just having a really rotten day, you can go have your 3 or 4 go-to items available very quickly. So again, I challenge you to build a life worth living, and thanks for your time. Bye.